obviously I'm not looking super camera ready. It's really warm. We're here in Cherryville, and we've been on an RV trip. So I just want to give you guys a little idea of how I buy plants when I'm out and about when we go on an RV trip, because that is a time I see as an opportunity to go to garden centers in the greater area where, you know, it's still in BC, but it's not necessarily where we are. And it gives me the opportunity to go to all kinds of different stores. Like I'm hoping to go to one in Kelowna tomorrow when we travel back west that specializes in succulents and indoor plants. So that's super exciting to me because it's hard to find those types of stores. So here's what I do. I end up buying like 2 to 3 plants at each place, or one. Like for example, you know, here we go. I'm gonna switch. Let's turn. Okay, so here's an example of what I bought so far. Now, this is not looking so good. It was super hot, so the lavender plant got a little sad, but I put some water in it, and she's coming back to life, so I'm not super worried. But so the first thing I bought was this Monstera at Walmart for $15, right? I thought super good deal. Here's the new leaf coming in with a very little hole. Look at the hole, I'm so excited. Okay, so there was that. Then the next stop, I think, was when I went to the store and I got this beautiful specimen and the watermelon pepperonia. Then I went to Home Depot and I bought this freckled caladium, the lavender, and the calico here, which was all super affordable, and you can reference that video. So I got those plants, and as I grab each one, if I'm not familiar with how to take care of them, I will research it on YouTube and the internet, because then I can find out, okay, what kinds of things do I need to do first? Like I figured out that this angel wings here, they prefer to be in a little bit of moistness. So it's definitely, I gotta get some pebbles or what are those things, like marbly, you know, glass rocks, or I don't remember what they're called, but in the bottom, so it can nicely soak in as needed. But since it was so warm, I did put a little bit extra in here. But this is what I like to do at home too with my African violets. Like they're on a bunch of rocks, you just kind of soak in the water, you leave it in a little bowl, and they're super happy. So these are much more moist and happy looking than when I got them, even though there's a little tear there, but they're still looking really good compared to when I purchased them. And the pepperoni, same thing. Like I wanted to make sure that I was going to take care of it right and look good. So then what I most recently did, and didn't actually film it, which I probably should have, was we went to this little grocery store in Lumby, and they ended up having a section of indoor plants. So what did I got? I got a little pepper face, also I think it's a baby rubber plant. I like, you know, quantity of leaves. This old leaf not looking so good there, but the rest of it's looking pretty nice. I can see, I love the colors, it's really nice. And then what else did I get? I got 2 succulents. So this is a Gollum Jade, even though it just says super non-specific succulent on the side. So Gollum Jade, excited. I have the classic jade at home for it to pair with. Starting a little jade collection. And this is called a African milk. I forgot what I want to. Is it cactus? It's not cactus, is it? African cactus. Got to correct myself at some point. But I thought this was super unique looking. And when I looked online, the most common varieties are green. But the fact that these have red makes them a little more interesting and, you know, not quite as common. You can see it was super dry when I got it. Like when I got the soil was like basically as if it hadn't been watered in I don't know how long. You know, it's at a supermarket. That's not their main focus. So between the two succulents here, I did kind of water those to make sure that they got what they needed. But so this is my current collection of what I've purchased on the trip. Okay, and we're staying next to this in this super gorgeous little farm area. It's right next to the river. You can kind of see it over there at the distance, and it's really in the distance, I should say. And there's somebody camping with their tent, and then we're here with our beautiful Ember. So, what did he do? The dude next door, he plants all kinds of stuff at home, and he brought some with him. Well, here he is. He gave me all of this. So, we have, every single one has butter lettuce, radishes, just to use for the tops, like in a mixed green salad, and chives. And these are just weeds, so I'll probably just pull them and get them out of the way so I don't have to deal with it. But look at this. This is friggin' awesome. Now, why are chives great to grow? So one of the things I like to do is grow stuff that's gonna last, because we can have snow, and chives will last through the snow. Okay, so how do I pack my plants up when I'm moving? So luckily we have a box this time. I filled the box with all of that lettuce I got from our neighbor, super nice. There's the Monstera in the middle, and then in the little slots that were available, I put the other plants. You can see them kind of tucked in there. And then in the back, I put the plants that didn't fit. So maybe I'll put a shoe over there to keep them stable, and that should be good. And I'm just packing it up because we're moving today. So here we are back home. The watermelon peperomias doing really good. The angel wing begonias looking really beautiful. We have some new leaves popping out. And this is a great trip. There's quite a few plants that I got. I'm not gonna go on to describe those, as I haven't gone through those visits yet of which stores I bought them at, but you can kind of see a little sneak preview here. And I'll see you on the next time. Thanks for joining me on Joe's Rude Awakening.